Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NMS stream. This is going to be patch notes 1.51 and 1.52 for PC applicable. And that I'm going to show really fast. This is a breakdown where I can kind of switch over. This will basically show you what's going to be entailed for what is accessible. The stability for 1.52 will be coming on Steam tomorrow, from what I've been heard, and I've also heard in the 27th. So you should have gotten it 28th, 27th. You should be getting these patch notes that we will cover. So stay tuned, and we will be getting into that as well as the 1.51 that everyone got, PlayStation included. And as you can see my PlayStation right now, it's got about 11 minutes, and that gives us just enough time to cover a little bit of fun stuff. Can you still farm with the linkable element breeders? I was able to do it yesterday, but now with this new patch note, after this situation installs, we're also going to test it and see if it still is applicable. Now, I pulled up some of the old footage that we'll go over as well, and showing you exactly what ends up going down with this. So let's go ahead and get to it, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the web browser, and we're going to see what the nitty-gritty of these details are. Now, on top of that, I'm also going to be able to show everyone a really cool way to get an extra inventory slot thanks to Reddit on the NMS. So stay tuned. This patch notes from the M7 News is going to be really nice and really fast, and we're going to go ahead and just slam right into it. So let's go ahead and start with the free inventory. I figure, you know what, might as well give this to the community really fast. Now, as I already have it highlighted right there, you can see that basically what it basically entails is that you just go to the space station, and every single exosuit upgrade machine has this to the left platform as you fly in. You can add one slot, and it gives you the applicable areas to your suit. The price increase after the upgrade is per section. The drop pods in multiplayer, if you repair an exosuit drop pod while your friends are nearby, they also gain the added benefit of getting that free as well. So the incentive of playing with others is very well rewarded. And I think that's what NMS needs to supply for the community that's out there. So enough with Reddit and that fun stuff that we can cover on top of that. What I'm going to go ahead and slam past is what we already know and what I already kind of teased in the very beginning, which was No Man's Sky and what is applicable. Now let's go ahead and go and start with the bare bones. So PC enjoyers, please stay tuned as we will get to the 1.52 of which you have already received and or will be receiving sometime later on today and or tomorrow. But for today, which is technically supposed to be July 22nd, that they rolled it back a day later, which they had this posted, is hello. First off, thank you so much for everyone who has already spent the time in playing next and letting us know about any issues that they've experienced. And special thanks to those PCs who have opted in an experiment branching to help us fix early. Now that's kind of cool. They have beta accessing now, seems like. So if you probably hit up No Man's Sky, if you're a PC, which kind of gets me a little bit more giddy to try to get on PC and reach out to them, because that would be really fun to beta test for them. Maybe Mac will do that in the future. Stay tuned on the M7 channel to find out. It's overwhelming to watch thousands of players begin and continue their journeys across the universe. Now that's cool. They're getting thousands of people spiking into that. And I thought I was like the one of 100 club. So this is kind of cool. No offense. I mean, to this No Man's Sky Reddit page, there was like thousands of people that are on there. Like, this is a loved game. Like, jokes aside, this game's definitely coming back. Now we have 8 minutes on the clock as that 4 GB download is almost done on my PlayStation side. So let's continue to go down. Besides the applause and thanks as the standing ovation hit as 1.5 and other 1.52 users were now getting this situation, this is what the bugs that Intel that it fixed in a situation. Fixed an issue where players were saved after repairing some items of technologically advanced material would be unavailable to load the save game. Now that kind of sucks. I would be really on the salty side if I got that one. Please note, if the game has not been resaved, then the process has been lost and will be has not been lost. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to scare anyone. I had to look at that. I was like, no, that definitely says not. It has not been lost and will be recovered. So this is what you're gonna get like in a recovery point. 1.51. That's pretty cool. So, fixes crashes caused by memory corruption, fixes crashes in the animation system, fixes crashes while saving on a freighter. Now, there's a lot of fixes crashes while on a fleet expedition without their cap. Oh my gosh, I'm like looking down, there's like so many of them. Anyways, oh, I am cracking up and I need to stay focused. This is news, damn it. Yeah, take this serious. So, fixed a number of memory leaks, which made sense why my PlayStation was huffing and puffing. Even the Pro model, uncapped and with the cooling system directly next to it, it still was huffing and puffing as the system almost like could fry an egg. Fixed an issue with warping multiplayers could cause players to spawn on other planets rather than in space. Ooh, interesting. You're like just directly dropped on a planet, so you restart the game again. Fixed an issue where freighters' bases would be in the wrong position. Fixed an issue where building menus could crash if there was nothing available to build. Fixed an issue where the players would be unavailable to warp during an animate or antimatter stage of tutorial. That's very crucial, actually. I would like to think that that would be detrimental. That's almost like how you would get a, hey, I got this pre-launched chip and I just put it in before I learned how to do hyperdrive and I was lost. This is like, freaking before Foundation's beginning. Like that was like the original like OS scare glitch that was always around. Anyways, let's continue to go on as we kind of like just scout down as we see that there is a lot of fixes. So fixes an issue where the mission would be incorrectly reported as an other system. Holy crap, seriously? It was like you didn't know what system you were in? Like, that is oddly unique. If anyone's ever had that, please drop a link if you stream or anything. I want to see how that looks. That has my full attention. When I'm covering these news and articles, like sometimes I get to like see things that didn't happen to me that make me wonder who had this happen to them. So this is a fun time to drop a comment and see what's up. Also, a nice little fun bubble point as we get to the 5-minute mark of like where the NMS install will activate, and we will see if the farming link still works. You can drop a comment. What system are you playing this on? Are you a PC user? Is 1.52 later on covered inside of this patch notes applicable to you? Maybe should I start having just like a PC friendly NMS and news article? Maybe I will. But like drop a comment. PlayStation 4, Xbox, what community are you on? I'm curious. Now let's go ahead and go back onto like the patch notes. So as looking into where we left off with the solar systems out of sync, we fixed an issue where upgrading modules installed in a main exosuit inventory would not be saved correctly. Now that would be something that would be quite the conundrum. Fixed an issue where portable refined placed near an other would share inventory. Now that's a direct, yeah, NMS totally understood that what I'm about to show you in the end still worked at one point in time, but doesn't work. So we're going to show you an epic fail at the end of this very easily. So stay tuned for the epic fail. This is good. It only gets better. Fix an issue where the cockpit of some ships would continuously open and close like it was on some kind of Pimp My Ride NMS special. Fixed an issue where the new controls were missing in the control page. What a conundrum! Now that one's just a bamboozling, freaking juicy one. Like, it was like, if you were new to this game, you would hate this game straight off the bat. Like, you would not even give it like, you would be so salty. Like you would probably just not even, you'd crystallize. Be like freaking like, Justice League, the Hall of Justice status looking shit. Anyways, let's continue. We have a lot more to go to. Fixed a crash in creature routine. That is great that they stabilized the ecosystem within that kingdom of Simba, of NMS. Somewhere there's some alien being held up. Yes. Disney, sponsor some NMS stuff. That'd be hilariously awesome. Anyways, fixed a crash where multiplayers would be putting an ammunition into a refinery. Or refiner. Oh, you can do that? Well, apparently you can't anymore. Fixed an Occasional crash where receiving a mission reward. That would suck. Hey, congratulations, you won something. A crash on top of that with dessert. Fixed a crash where adjusting the filtering settings and the graphic options. Ooh, you didn't have the PlayStation 4 Pro model with the Pro thing turned on and with the cooling system. It failed. Oh no. That would suck though. Seriously. All jokes aside. Fix potential crashes in the geometry streaming. Huh. So maybe there's an after effect where it was like probably supposed to be something better. Because I mean, if that's directly affecting streaming, that would probably be something that would be rendering potential crash in geometry streaming. I'm curious what that means because it has the word streaming, so it makes me think it's applicable to a streamer. 66 seconds now on the clock before this is done and ready to be installed. Potential crashes in geometry streaming was the last. Improved texturing and caching for the AMD GPUs. You fixed an issue where some players still had physical what is it? Nautiles in the inventory that could not be spent at the vendors. Oh, so you were stuck with just a missing spot. Now that sucks. And I probably horribly butchered that name on there. I'm still learning a lot more of the newer names that are on here and switching between so many other, like, I guess, jack of trades. My repertoire of my life is in a nerdy niche. Let's see here. Granted players with the Nautiles, when the dismantled their obsolete technology, spent Nautiles on a new upgrade in spaceship station. So there's a really big fix in that, and now it's ready to be installed, and 1.5 is now it's being taken over my system. So the link system is now completely dead from mine. As we get down to the very bottom of the nitty gritty, added a tutorial mission to guide players through the restoration of their old base. That was pretty sweet of them because you know what, like I didn't have that. My base was gone. So like thank you and cheers. Appreciate you, NMS. You totally thought that out through. Fixed an issue where players were unable to build a terminal in the creative mode. That would suck. It's the creative mode. You're supposed to be able to fix anything inside of there. Or build anything. Fixed an issue where the S-class ships changed appearance. Man, they're like Transformers. It's Optimus Prime. Why would you be pissed about that? I would be like, keep that one. If as long as it can change back and forth, then that'd be cool. If not, then yeah, I don't want it. Fixed an issue where players were unable to build a base catch on their freighter to receive compensation for the loss of their freighter base. I'm so confused on what that means. Like, oh, it's probably like the money that you make from that freighter base and the catch that you get and received is probably was lost, so they fixed that. Hopefully you get reimbursed for that. Fixed an issue where some exosuit technologies was not converted to obsolete technology. Please note this does not apply retroactive to save games that have already been upgraded. Improved mapping of old and new during a saved upgrade. Wait, hold on. Let me read this and digest this whole thing. Please note, because they keep putting the please notes. I'm like, what the hell? Substance. Okay. The last two are interesting. Those are the ones that I would probably be more interested to see what those mapping points over have. It's like I have a feeling that it's going to be a lot more polished looking, tiny bit. If you're experiencing any more bugs, you can definitely reach out to them. And that's one of the cooler things that you can actually do within NMS. They're really cool about these kind of patch notes. So as 1.5 and 1.2 and 1.3 and so on roll out, they will always be listening to the community, especially since they opened a patch notes. So let's go ahead and jump over. And for the PC users that have standed by, I'm really going to quickly give you your little beta patch note because it's just there. I didn't want you to have to wait through the whole thing. Unless you want to. You definitely can. You can chill. But hello. They give you like the breakdown of what NMS is. You can read that if you like, and definitely go to the NMS No Man's Sky webpage. It's very easy to find, actually. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty of what we have here. And consumable for bug fixes. So it fixes an issue, will restore save games for players who saved with partially repaired tech. Saved an issue and hopefully fixed an issue where players who had potentially repaired a piece of broken technology could have incorrect items and the repair interaction. So it seems like a lot of broken points. Fixed an issue with players underwater bases played a wrong animation. I'm really interested to see that. If you've had that happen to you on PC, I want to know about that because that seems really cool. Fixed an issue where freighters incorrectly reported they did not have enough fuel to warp. Fixed a crash in a base building system. That would be detrimental. I would not want that to happen to me. I love building bases. In fact, the last 2 episodes of what my NMS stream has just been building a base. It's really cool. Hunting for carbon. Improved garbage collection and reduced memory footprint of physics. That seems like an interesting way to word PC processing. Whatever it is, hopefully that works really well. If you understand what that is or don't, and you do, drop a comment because I'm curious what that means. Even I learned along the way with these patch notes. Prevents an occasional crash in animations. So apparently that's just over the board. Reduces memory footprint on planetary texturing for spaces. So it seems like they were really pushing the system hella hardcore. Well, good for them. Okay, so now here comes the fun part. This is where I really love doing this, where it's like I was able to capture something from 5.1 going to 5.0. So here we are. This is me in the past, like yesterday or so. And I'm on 5.0, not 5.1. This is such a great situation. Like, I love this. Just fuel up the tank. You ready? Now bear in mind, I'm gonna link them together. I only have one fuel source, and this is not 5.51. Bear in mind, I have not even gone into that yet, so I don't want anyone to drop a comment like you lied. You didn't watch and you didn't listen. Just putting it out there. Hardy har. So we have these connected together, right? Let's go ahead and look at them. It's running. I didn't do anything except for link these. I'm cracking the hell up right there. It was great. That moment in time was so glorious. Oh, it's just so great. Especially when it's done, all the lights turn over. Like red, green. Well, technically they're clear. Yeah, that was me getting ready for the picture that I took, and I put the caption over that thumbnail that everyone clicked to come here. Ding, 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 and we have a winner. It's like Vegas. All right, good enough. You all see what the situation is, and then one thing that I would say when you did do this, you had to make sure it was in a daisy chain point. You cannot go from the here and pluck it because it would stop it from there. So you had to go from here on the farthest right to middle to the left in order to get to it. Okay, cool. So that is pretty much that in a nutshell. And that's my patch notes. And we're going to go ahead and slide back over the gameplay. Okay, hey. Hopefully that worked really well. Anyways, so with that being said, and the fun points of what was going down in the situation of what I ended up doing. So we see right here, we have 1.5 and some other updates that are already there. Wait, when did that install? Damn it, I missed an update for Friday the 13th. Rats. Oh well, next time. Ah, I need to get better at that. Anyways, let's start. Yeah, update now. Check the following application. Installing an update. Oh, snap, son. It's No Man's Sky. So, as I get down to the point of where we're going to go with this, I'm very simply going to give one shot at the link, and I highly doubt it's going to work. Especially since it was detailed in the notes that it wouldn't. But for fair practice and fair play of advertising it on a thumbnail, I must continue to at least supply the evidence of point A and point B. It just makes sense. It wouldn't be honorable not to, because what happens if I'm the one bug that it actually didn't work on? Pretty cool, right? But let's find out. Let's serve it up. Evidence. Look at this beautiful universe. Starting to feel in the sky. It's like reading rainbow, but like with stars. Sweet. Alright, here we are. Damn it. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and get up there. My base is coming along. I'm going to try to like build a whole bunch more once we get down to the live stream in a second. As you can see, let me turn on my torch real fast. This is how I left them yesterday. I should have put a huge daisy chain. That would have been so hilarious. Okay, let me go ahead and pick up. Right? And pick up. Inventory is full. Okay, let's make it less full. I guess I can't really do anything, so I'm going to ship some stuff off. Oh, the ship's out of range. Rats. Not enough inventory, so what can I use to survive? You know what? I don't need the gamma root. Let's be real here. It's gonna make carbon. I can get more of it later, and it's really not worth that much. In order for it to demonstrate this notes. You dirty rat. Fine. I'll use the carbon, I guess, somewhere in the near future called you know what, actually, hold on, I have enough to build a wall piece. I might as well put that carbon to use real fast. Excuse me 1 second as I do a remodel. Perfect. That wall piece worked. Now I can get rid of the one. Sorry, beast. You're gonna go back to Adam mode. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up. We're gonna go ahead and place down. This is exactly how you used to do it. And this is how a person that popped into my stream last night completely asked me to showcase this, and I'm glad that he did, because it was really hilarious, actually. Not that I would utilize farming, like, because it's like the fun of NMS is going out there, exploring, refining. It's being an astronaut, like the whole survival, the elements and stuff. It's, I don't know, there's something about that that's kind of cool, at least for me. But like in a situation where someone's asking you on a stream, you're like, yeah, why not? Let's see what's going down. So now we're gonna repeat the same process. Fuel needed, right? Well, we need carbon. We got a lot of carbon. What are we gonna put inside of there? Well, we got some manganese, like ferrite. Pure ferrite. We can turn it back into it. That's not really into our worth or benefits. Not at all, right? So let's go ahead and say maintenance. Let's take it out. I'm not going to turn this back into a goldable point. I'm just going to transfer over. We're going to make more to refine more. So let's go ahead and take some of this, the pure ferrite, turn it into this. That makes more sense, right? So let's go ahead and place down the other ones. Now, bear in mind, we're not going to use any fuel, just like we did last time. All we have to do is snug these so close together. And again, this is now on 1.51. From my understanding, it should not work. That was really perfect placing. Now, once I go out of this menu, I should be able to look at it. Congratulations, it no longer works. So, if you're utilizing that technique, you can no longer do it. It would be kind of cool if I went back to go utilize mine, and if I put mine in because they were linked, it still worked. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be that. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you, everyone, for staying tuned for this M7 news patch notes. That is a little longer than normal, but I wanted to bring you some fun facts to the table. If you definitely like and dig what I'm bringing to the table for patch notes, you're more than welcome to join the M7 community by smashing that subscription button and joining. It's always fun to meet someone new on side of there, so drop a comment also if you want to as well. A like, and I will see you very much more into the future as we continue on the MacGyver 7th channel to bring you gaming, nerdy niche fun stuff, DIYs, and beyond. To infinity and beyond, to be exact. So remember, stay classy. It's not where your dreams take you, it's where you take your dreams. So this is MacGyver 7th, signing off and saying, have a nice one.